Hey y'all, this is Ursula, the Harvey Container Gardener. Y'all, I'm about to prepare this homemade soup. So I have 3 packs of this boneless lean stew meat and 2 cans of tomato sauce, 2 cans of tomato paste. I have 3 cans of these mixed vegetables, and I do prefer the frozen vegetables. But these were on sale at Winn-Dixie. Buy one can, get one. So I got a lot of cans of vegetables in different cans. A couple of potatoes, my freshly harvested turnip, my freshly harvested carrots, and some freshly harvested cabbage leaves. So the only thing I'm missing is my seasoning, and that is in the freezer. I will be pulling that out. But yep, about to make some homemade soup, y'all. All right. All right, so step one is to go ahead and get my meat into the pot so that it can start boiling. So I have all 3 packs of meat in the pot. They're already cut up into nice little sizes. And that is going to be boiling for about an hour and a half. So while that's boiling, I am going to peel my potatoes. I'm going to peel the turnip and go ahead and cut those up into blocks, and then I'll come back with the next step. All right. Right now, I am just slicing the potatoes, not too small. All right. Now, I'm about to peel this nice, fresh turnip that I just harvested from the garden. Come on, you can't get away from me. It's not even that hard. It's kind of tender. now it's time to cut up these nice fresh carrots. This little one is gonna be for me. Mm-hmm. Let me finish cutting up the rest of them carrots. Then we're gonna cut up some onions. Cut up a couple of onions. parsley harvested from last week. I just kind of froze it on the plate, and then I put it all together in the bag. Parsley. These are the bell peppers that I cut up. Also frozen separately. This is celery. Might be small enough. We'll see. Cut up my cabbage. Hold on. Usually, when you buy a soup bunch, it usually comes with a half of a cabbage. And it's not all the green leaves. But you know what? We're going to use what we got, y'all. We got the leaves. We about to cut up these leaves. Okay, y'all. So I think I got everything cut up that I need that's going into the soup. So I have my carrots, I have some parsley and some celery. That's my cabbage leaves. That's potatoes, onions, and these are the turnips. And of course my tomato paste and tomato sauce, and also mixed vegetables to make sure I have enough. All right, so right now the meat is still boiling. This is what it's looking like. I am going to let this boil maybe for another hour. Then I'll be ready. So still have these collard greens soaking. So these came off the tree collard. I am going to cut these leaves up that came off the turnip, and they're going to go in with the collard greens. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with these carrot leaves. I've never eaten carrot leaves before, and I don't know anybody who does. So we'll see. I wish I knew somebody that had chickens that I can give them to, but I don't know anyone. So this is a separate meal that I'm going to prepare either one day during the week, or I'm going to freeze it and prepare it at a later time. All right, so we're still in this journey, y'all. We're making this homemade soup. I will come back to you guys when I'm ready, okay? Well, when the meat is ready and I'm ready to start putting everything together in a pot. All right. All right, y'all. Still have the meat boiling, but I'm ready to go ahead and start my stock. So I have about maybe a third of this pot filled with water. First thing I want to put in the pot is tomato paste. Hold a minute. All right. Next thing I want to add to the pot is the tomato sauce. Stir it because you want the tomato sauce to break up. Let me adjust this. I feel like I'm bending over the top. All right, got the tomato paste, got the tomato sauce, added some water. The next thing I'm gonna put in here is the turnips and all of the cut up seasoning. That's the fresh turnips that I just harvested, and that's the whole onion. Just add the seasoning. I'm gonna leave the carrots for right now. So this is the, what is it? Celery and parsley. And I have green onion. and bell peppers. That's the green onion. Cut up bell peppers. So far, this is what it's looking like. So we're gonna let the turnips cook a little bit, let them cook down and get a little tender before we put our carrots, our other canned stuff in it. The potatoes will be the last thing we put in there. So I will come back to you guys when it's time to do the next step. All right, y'all. So I have let this boil, and it's been about 30 minutes with just the turnips, seasoning, tomato paste, tomato sauce. So now it's time to put in the rest of our ingredients. I still have the meat boiling. That's okay, because this have to cook a little while anyway. So first thing we're gonna put down is our cabbage. And we're gonna put these nice homegrown carrots. Alright. And I have 4 cans of mixed vegetables. This is going to cook for about 30 minutes. By the time this cooks down, I'll be able to put the potatoes in there. And around the time I put the potatoes in, the meat should be ready to go in there as well. And the last thing I will put in there is about a half a box of spaghettis. So I only put these in there just to give it a little texture. So hold on. Alright, so we're gonna add our seasoning. I don't measure. I basically just sprinkle it over, and then I'll taste it once it get a little closer to being finished. And if it needs more, I'll add more. So the cabbage has to cook down a little bit, and everything has to get tender. So we're almost done with this homemade soup. We'll come back. All right, y'all, we are back. So the soup has been boiling for about maybe 30 minutes now. And it's looking good. It's looking good. So now go ahead and get my meat together and put my potatoes. Let's get the meat together first. So I got a strainer. I'm gonna go ahead and strain the water off. I think it's broken enough. The meat has boiled, so now we're just gonna drop it into the soup. So that's gonna cook with the soup. We're also ready to put our potatoes. So these are the potatoes we've cut up. Let me rinse them. Gonna put these nice rinsed potatoes. By the way, these are potatoes I grew in my garden. Never used all of them, so these are the remaining ones. So now this is going to cook for about maybe about 30 minutes because I have to give the potatoes a chance to get soft. Okay, so this is what the soup is starting to look like. So it looks like the potatoes need to cook down a little bit. The cabbage leaves need to cook down a little bit. So I am going to let these cook for about another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I'm going to add, like I said, about half of this box of spaghettis. Because I don't want the whole pot to be full of spaghettis. I just want there to be some substance in the soup. So we're going to add about a half a box of this in about 30 minutes. And then we're going to taste it to see if we have enough seasoning in. Y'all, after that, the soup will be done. Let me show y'all one more time what it looks like. Y'all see that? The meat and the potatoes and all that good old vegetables. Put that with some crackers on the side. I'll make a nice grilled cheese. Yeah, usually the grilled cheese is the thing that does it. Alright, y'all. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the top on it. And I'm gonna let it simmer for like another 30 minutes. I won't put it all the way on. But we almost finished this homemade soup, y'all. Alright, y'all. So, this has been cooking with the lid on for about 30 minutes now. Turn the fire down a little bit. nothing sticking at the bottom. Let me bring y'all in a little closer. So this is what we have. Alright, so now it's time to add the last ingredients. Half a box of spaghettis. So, I'm not measuring. Let me see if I can pull one half down and empty the other half. Alright. So I think I left about half of the box. And y'all, this, like I said, is just to give it a little texture. So it's not just meat, vegetables, and juice. Just a little something to add to kind of fill you up when you're eating soup. And you always want to stir it when you first put it in there because the spaghettis have a tendency to want to stick together. So you want to make sure that they're not sticking together. So I stir it until I see that they're no longer stiff, that they're starting to bend. So that means they're softening up. So once I put this in, y'all, it's almost done. Now, I do want to taste it for seasoning. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot. Y'all see? Y'all see this? Y'all see all this goodness? Yeah. So this is gonna warm our bodies up good during this little cold snap that it got going on. Get us a nice hot bowl of soup, and we should be good. So, I think I'm going to ask my husband to fix some grilled cheese sandwiches, and this is dinner tonight. Yeah, this is dinner. Cook maybe about 10 minutes. Spaghettis don't take that long. Y'all, we're gonna be done with this homemade soup. So I'll let y'all see the final bowl. All right, we got some grilled cheese sizzling, ready to go with this homemade soup. My husband wouldn't let me videotape him making the grilled cheese, but that's okay. I'm gonna tell y'all how delicious it is. All right, y'all, it's time to eat. Sitting over here watching the New Orleans Gardener on her live, but y'all, it's time to eat. So let's see what we got. Look at some of them vegetables down at the bottom. Y'all look at this. Look at that. Alright. I don't want too much because I got grilled cheese waiting on me. Alright. This is the homemade soup. Hey y'all. And some grilled cheese. I couldn't wait, so I had to take a bite out of this grilled cheese. But y'all, this will warm your soul and your body when it's freezing cold. And this is a good filler. Probably won't eat both of these grilled cheese tonight, so I will wrap one up in some foil. And then tomorrow I'll probably put it back in the oven and just warm it. But y'all, I'm about to go and chow down. So thank you guys for coming along with me and just watching the process of me making homemade soup that I have learned from my grandmother. This is what she used to do. And yes, y'all, it's some good stuff. All right, I can't wait any longer. I'm about to go. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay warm, and y'all stay blessed. I'll talk to y'all later.